Michael McDonald's Sweet Freedom on BBC Radio Oxford. Right then, it's 23 minutes to 4 now.
The In Guide on BBC Radio Oxford.
So then, hopefully the weather's going to be nice this weekend. It looks like it is. So we'll all be spending a bit more time in our gardens if we are lucky enough to have them. But if you feel like watching films, maybe tomorrow evening or tonight, maybe having a chilled Sunday morning in front of a movie, what should you watch? It's a big dilemma. So here were some top recommendations. Is the man himself. It is Van Connor. Hello, mate.
Hello, Mr. Ball. How goes it, sir?
Yeah, really good. Now, let's just explain the situation for you. Your full-time job is movie critic. You go to all the red carpet events. You go to see all the films before anyone else gets to see them. Then you obviously do your reviews on them, and then people read your reviews and go to see the film. But none of that's happening right now.
No, none of that's happening at all because, there are no cinemas. So no one gets to go and see anything. They won't even show us anything. So, of course, we have to make do. We have to find movies that are showing on TV or that are debuting on streaming platforms or coming to DVD. And to be honest, that's the bread and butter at the moment.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, just want to check in with you to check you're doing all right. How are you doing with your self-isolation?
I'm going slowly insane. I don't know how much longer I'll last.
At least you're honest.
I find it's better to just own it.
Are you using it for, purposes of just watching movie after movie, or are you managing to do anything else?
It's mostly movie after movie and then the occasional swimsuit video, but other than that.
Right, okay. So, this is great because we're going to talk about a few sort of films that we might have forgotten about, things that are, we might even have on DVD up in the loft or at the back of the cupboard that we've forgotten about, and it's worth digging out to watch them. So, have you chosen a couple to talk about, just to remind everyone?
So I've got a few for you. I've got one on telly, one on Netflix, one on Amazon Prime. So you've got some options. Okay. So I've picked for you for telly. I've got one for Saturday night for you. It's one of my favourite movies of the last decade. It's Christopher Nolan's Inception, which is on ITV tomorrow night at 10 p.m. It's a long one, so be prepared for a late night, but it's such a good movie.
I would agree on that one. It is up there, one of my top 10s. Brilliant film, brilliant plot. Like you say, bit long, but worth it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, don't go to the toilet or miss any of it. Whatever you do, if you're watching it on TV, just hit pause on the Sky Plus remote or whatever if you've got to go to the bathroom, because if you miss 5 minutes of this, you will lose the entire film.
Here's a challenge, can you synopsize that film in 20 seconds?
Is the story of a group of cerebral heist artists who are designed to break into people's minds and steal their ideas and thoughts. They are hired by a billionaire, played by Ken Watanabe, to hack into a rival's head, played by Cillian Murphy, and implant an idea in his head to effectively incept him, hence the clever title.
Well, do you know what? That is an achievement. To have got that out in 20 seconds, in less than 20 seconds. I mean, it is one of those films, it's quite complicated, like you say, because obviously within the Inception, they Inception within Inception, and they go deeper and deeper so that when they wake up, they think that they're in real life, but they're not. They're still in their dream world head zone. I mean, it is a complicated film, but if you really stick to it, you will not be disappointed. That's my opinion anyway.
Oh, it's like nothing else. And the cinematography by Wally Pfister is astounding.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that one. So just a reminder, when's that on? What time and channel?
So that is Saturday night, 10 p.m. on ITV. Don't miss it. That is so worth seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Shove record if you're not going to be watching that then. Okay, what's next?
So I'm going to give you a classic on Netflix. So what about an all-time 90s comedic gem? We'll go with Dumb and Dumber, which I didn't realise until today is available on Netflix.
Oh, amazing. I haven't seen that for years. That's definitely worth digging out just for a bit of some, comedy laughter.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's got some of the most quotable Jim Carrey lines of his entire career. It's got one of the all-time great openings where they play Boom Shakalak and he pretends to be an Australian. It's got so many great moments like the bathroom scene with Jeff Daniels with the setting his legs on fire at the petrol station. Just loads of all-time great classic moments. And, of course, the big dog-shaped van, which is worth the movie on its own. That's on Netflix. You can watch that at any time. And I'm sure you'll agree, it's an absolute belter.
It's an absolute belter, but of course, I think many of us are going to have haircuts similar to that by the end of the coronavirus lockdown, because we're all going to have to cut our hair at some point on our own.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm trying to resist. I'm going for the full MI2 Tom Cruise look. That's the goal.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Goodness knows what I'm going to look like in 2 months. Probably a member of the Jackson 5 or something. My hair's just getting longer and longer by the day. Okay, and finally,
one of my favourite movies of last year. I think you and I reviewed this when it was out. I believe you might have seen it since. And this is on Amazon Prime. Apparently, this is a sort of secretive edition they've put on. And it's Hustlers, new movie starring Constance Wu, Jennifer Lopez, Lily Reinhart, Lizzo, Cardi B. And it's based on the true story of a group of lap dancers who conspired to drug and rob the corrupt Wall Street bankers who frequented their parlours.
And it's a really simple story, as you just said it in 5 seconds, but it's a really good, clever film, actually.
It reminded me a lot of War Dogs. So when it was out, I kept referring to it as Four Dogs, just for the laughs, really.
And it's worth seeing just for the celebrity cast, really, let's be fair.
It is. There's a great moment where Usher turns up playing himself, repeating something he actually did in reality, which is one of the most bizarre pictures I've ever heard. Usher apparently at some point went to a lap dancing club and was so happy with what he did there that he went on camera and did it again. It's a really good movie, and I maintain to this day that Jennifer Lopez should have had a Best Supporting Actress nomination for it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think she was fabulous in it. Really good choice. So but where was that? Did you say Amazon Prime?
I think that's on Amazon Prime, so you can stream that now at any time at your leisure.
Fabulous. Van, it's been a pleasure. One thing I just have to say to you, how gutted are you about the Top Gun Maverick being delayed until Christmas?
I was distraught the news that Top Gun had been delayed. I curled up into the fetal position. I kept waiting for you to appear, Adam, and tell me you'd be my wingman anytime.
Hey, I'll be your wingman any day.
That's the spirit.
Lovely. All right, well, we'll catch up next week with some more great ideas to watch, all right? So thank you very, very much.
Till the next time, good stuff.
Take care.
The In Guide on BBC Radio